Hello everyone, welcome to ViTech Talks. In this video, we are going to talk about MuleSoft with ServiceNow integration. In real time, we are going to talk about the use case. In real time, in your project, where we can use ServiceNow integration, that is going to help us. That is going to help us in day-to-day activities. So that is what we are going to talk about today. So before going to talk about this use case, before going to talk about this real-time use case, so most of the people were seeing my videos but not subscribed. If you see this, not subscribed as 60% and subscribed only 40%. Okay, if you are not yet subscribed, please do subscribe our channel for more updates. Also, please do hit a like button so that I'll get some motivation to create more videos. Okay, let's enter into the topic. Let's see, there is a project, that is in production. There are 1 million people are using your API or website. Okay, there is some issue with your API. What we will do in that case? Okay, how we are going to get to know? So first we need to monitor, or you need to verify. You need to verify the logs. Correct. You need to verify the logs. Then only we will get to know. Or else someone has to inform. So in this case, again, we need to raise a ServiceNow incident for a DBA team. If it is a DBA issue, you need to raise a DBA team, or some other issue, then we need to raise a ticket with the corresponding teams. So meanwhile, you can think about, this will take hardly, so the issue itself to monitor and to get to know what is the issue and all, it will take 3 to 4 hours. And after raising a ticket, it will take the solution and all 2 to 3 hours. So hardly the half day is gone. Okay, half day is gone. So meanwhile, what will happen? Your business, the client, right, who is maintaining your application, our client is going to lose because of our application is down. Suppose if we are using Amazon or Facebook, if the entire application is going to down, suppose for 1 day, so how much business they are going to lose? Okay, so in that case, what we are going to do? We are going to automate. We are going to automate this incident issue so that the corresponding team will get to know what is the issue immediately and they are going to fix. So this way we can improve our business. So this is one of the real-time use case. Even whenever you are going to give an interview, you can explain this issue with your interview. Okay, let's see it in a practical mode. So how we are going to automate this process? Suppose there is an existing service, it is failing with database connectivity issue. Okay, so what we need to do? We need to send an email or we need to create incident for admin team. So that is what we are going to do it in a manually. So here in this lecture, you are going to learn how to automate. So previously you have seen, if you go to our channel and if you click on this playlist, okay. So here you can see, here you can see there are 3 videos I have created. It's like one is for how to create ServiceNow account and how to get the incident records and how to create incident by using Postman. Okay, Postman or Anypoint Studio itself. So that is what we have seen. And today we are going to see the different process. Okay, whenever your API is going to fail, how you are going to generate incident automatically. Okay, for this, first we need to open Anypoint Studio, and even I have created, I will take existing project. Okay, I'll take existing project to explain. Okay, so in which scenario we are going to raise the ticket and how to automate. So that we are going to see now. So if you are not yet created, ServiceNow account, you can create for practicing purpose. Okay, you can follow this playlist. So this playlist is going to give you an idea how to create an incident. So, okay, let's get open. Still it is loading. Let's wait for a few seconds. Yeah, meanwhile, what I will do, I'll open ServiceNow. So after creating an account, this is your URL. Okay, this URL you need to use. Now, what is the username? Username is admin. So the password we are going to use the instance password. Let's click on sign in. Okay, why it's going here? Click on sign in. So this is my username and password. It's not working. Okay, once you log in, so here you can see your instance. Okay, the instance name is not available. Might be this is the trial version. I have created it in long back. Okay, if that is the case, then we are going to create one more account. Or there is one more instance. Okay, it is going to generate. Let's wait for a few seconds. We will use the same username and password for that. See, working up instance. Okay, let it be. So we'll discuss about a real-time use case when we are going to use ServiceNow incident creation here. Suppose you can assume I have an API. Okay, I have an API. So what I'm doing here? So just I'm doing account lock or unlock. So first I'm checking whether the account is available or not. So in this scenario, if you observe, suppose there is a database down. So what we need to do, you need to monitor the logs. You need to monitor the logs and you need to raise a incident by using ServiceNow. By using ServiceNow, you need to raise a incident or ticket, okay, whatever it is. So in this case, suppose there is an error, okay, there is an error. So how we are going to implement? So I'm going to use try here. Okay, extract to wrap in. Click on wrap in, or else you can drag the try. Okay, try. You can assume there is an issue. There is an issue with your project. So that scenario we are going to discuss now. So if there is an issue, so what we need to do, either you need to continue or propagate. So what we are doing, so we are going to propagate. Okay, we are going to propagate the error. So if you click on this type, so what type of issues you need to propagate? Okay, as of now, I'm going to click on any so that it will propagate all the issues here. Okay, now I'll keep transform message or logger here. Just double click this one. And add JSON. So if it is an error message, right? Okay, normally sometimes if it is an error, so it will be available error dot description. Anyway, I'll debug this application so that you will get to know description, error dot description. Now, so if it is on error propagate, it will go to main flow. So here in this on error continue or on error propagate. Okay. So here you need to use ServiceNow. Okay, before going to do that one, let's try to add. So here also I'll keep it as okay. Let's go with on error continue this time. Suppose you want to stop it here, then better you can use on error propagate. For testing purpose, I'm using this one. Okay, anyway, here also I'll use on error propagate only. So inside this, so what we need to do? So inside this, add one logger. Add one logger. So you'll get to know whether the application is failed or not. Okay. So inside on error propagate. Okay, inside on error propagate. So here you are going to display error message. Error dot description. We'll see what is the error we will get. Now, in this on error propagate, we are going to use ServiceNow. So how to use ServiceNow? You know already the previous videos you have seen. Go to search and exchange and type ServiceNow here. So as soon as if you type ServiceNow here, you will get ServiceNow connector. Click on add. Click on finish. Okay, now we can see the ServiceNow connector. So in order to create ServiceNow incident, you need to use invoke. Okay, invoke connector. Drag this invoke connector and you can configure here. You can configure. So I'm going to configure the values. So what are the values? You have to configure, we'll see. Okay, now I want to see, okay, is it same instance? Yes. Is it same instance? It is available now. Okay, correct. The same instance, it is available. So once you log in into your account, the ServiceNow developer account, you can click on this profile. Okay, To ViTech Talks, you can see here. So here, it's very important. Manage instance and password. So here you will get to know what is your login URL and username and password. Okay. Let me open this one, whether we are able to open or not. Okay, again, in real time, your organization is going to provide your username and password. You no need to worry about this one. But here we are practicing, right? So you need to create your own account. Okay. As soon as if you log in, okay. Let's see. So what are the recent tickets which I have created? Okay. So in order to create incident, so what you can do, you can go to all. See, this is manual way again. Incident. So this is what we are going to do earlier. Okay. Earlier. If you click on this incident and create new incident. Okay. Create new incident. So here we are going to generate. Here you are going to create. Okay. You have to fill all those details manually. Now, whenever the service is going to fail, how this is going to generate automatically. So that is what we are going to see now. Okay. It's very important. Please concentrate. Okay. Now, after adding the invoke connector here, the configuration details. Okay. The username is admin. The password you need to copy. Okay. Then what is the service name? Service name in the sense it's like the instance URL which we have logged in. Okay. So this one you need to provide. Again, click on this transport basic authentication. Select this basic authentication. You can provide username and password. Username and password. Click on this test connection. Okay, test connection is failed for scanning for projects. So this one is the username. Is there any spaces which I have given? Yeah, one space. Might be that is the reason. Let's see. Okay, still it is failing. Let's go to general. And here also just observe. Is there any spaces? Okay, let's see what is the issue here. The POM for com.resilience resilience, circuit breaker. Yeah, I got it. What is the issue here? The POM for com.resilience, circuit breaker. Yeah, I got it. What is the issue here? The POM for com.resilience, circuit breaker. Yeah, I got it. What is the issue here? The POM for com.resilience, circuit breaker. Yeah, I got it. What is the issue here? So for testing purpose, earlier I have added one dependency. So might be that is the reason. Let's go to pom.xml. So I was doing some POC, might be that is the reason. Okay. Control Shift slash so that it will get comment out. Okay. Now let's go here. So you can take any working project in your case. Okay. So in my case, I have taken this one. So in your case, you can take any working project. So, okay, resolving metadata. It will take some time. So once the test connection is successful, so that we can able to connect with ServiceNow. We can able to connect with ServiceNow and you can create incidents. You can create incidents. And now we can see test connection successful. Click on OK. Click on OK here. Okay. So here in the service, which service you need to select? Which service? Okay. Click on this refresh. So it is fetching the metadata keys. Okay. It will take some time normally. But so what you can do, you can type incident. Okay. Just you can type incident. There are a lot of options. I mean, again, right? In ServiceNow portal, in backend, all are SOAP services. See, that's why web service configuration. If you observe this one, see, ServiceNow, they are using all are SOAP services, not REST APIs, all are SOAP web services they are using. Okay, so that is the reason web service configuration, service and operation. Okay, these are the details we need to fill. See here now, without typing anything, okay, without typing anything, you are getting all the options. So this means this many services they are using. So one service now they are using around, see, so it will be more than 100 or 200 services. Okay, 100 or 200 services they are using. Okay, let it be. So what we need to do, we need to use incident. Okay, just type in. Okay, so wait, just type incident. Just type incident. Click on this incident. Okay, now, so here you need to select insert option. Okay, you need to select insert because we are going to create an incident, right? Insert option you need to select. Okay, now just leave like this. Now what you need to do, so we need to pass the input, right? We need to pass the input. So for this, you can take one transform message before invoke. See again, if you observe this one, in which scenario we are going to use ServiceNow here. Okay, so what is the use case? The use case is whenever there is an existing service is failing with database connectivity or some other issue, whatever it is. Okay, so we are going to create an incident for DB admin team so that they are going to take care. So this way, no need to monitor the logs and no need to create an incident. So that is what we have discussed earlier, right? Okay. Now drag one transform message. So after dragging this one, okay, transform message. So here you can see there are a lot of options. So what are these options? So if you go to ServiceNow, the number, what is the color, okay, what is this category? Okay, we'll go one by one. Okay, so forget about colors. Okay, there are many, but in your case, you need to provide your details or your company details. Okay. Anyway, one sample ticket we are going to create. So we do have, you can assume like, okay, there is a database. What is the category? Category is database, suppose. So here you can see in the C section category. Okay, just double click this one. The current state is not valid. Fix the script to enable code generation. Okay, there are 9 issues found. Metadata issue. Okay, what is the issue here? So actually the issue with C, failed to establish the connection, could not obtain from the data source. Okay, because of this we are getting the issue. So what is the username and password I'm using? Okay, let me regenerate username and password in this case. But in your scenario, what you can do, you can take any one sample scenario. Okay, you can take any one sample scenario. I'll change my username and password. I did fix that issue. So now there is no error here. Okay, you can assume now what we are doing here, we are doing account lock or unlock. Suppose if the user is going to perform lock activity, he is going to send a lock or something like this. Okay, there is an API you can consider. So now it is working fine. We need to test the failure scenario. So before that, so we need to invoke. Okay, you need to use ServiceNow invoke connector here. So after configuration, okay, we need to pass input. So in order to pass input, just drag the transform message here. So for this, actually what you need to do, so you have to configure few steps. Okay, let's configure category. So what you can do, just double click on this category. See, automatically it is converted into XML. Okay, it is converted into XML, and we are going to call this service. So what is the category? So the category is, see, as of now I'm hard coding. So you can take it from input also. Okay, you can take it from the error response. But as of now, I'm hard coding here. So only description I will take it from error message. Rest I'll hard code here. Next, subcategory. Okay, that's fine. So what we can configure. So the channel, okay, the channel I'll configure. For which channel we are getting this error? CHA. Where is this channel? Caused by is there? Okay, it will be somewhere. Okay, it's not available. Okay. Okay, randomly I'll pick. No worries. So what is the state? See, it can write it here, but I want to try to see. So what are the values it is available, and from there you can pick state, right? So what is the state? Okay, double click this state. See here you can see new in progress and all, but here we need to mention 1, 2, 3, something like this. We'll see what is the state it will come if we give 3. Okay, next. What is the impact? Impact and urgency. So there is an impact. So impact also I'll keep it as 2. So this is the location. Open date. Okay. So open date what time? You can provide like this. Okay. Now is the date function, right? It will get the date automatically. Main thing is assignment group, urgency and priority. Okay. Priority is important. So what is the priority? Okay. Priority, we can give it as 1, 5 is planning. Okay. Urgency. Urgency. Yes, urgency is there. Urgency, I'm going to give it as 2. Okay. So like this. So what you need to do? You need to configure all the values, okay, before going to call ServiceNow integration. Now, the very important thing, description, and so this one is very important. Short description and description. Description. Okay. Let's go to D or yes, right. Short description. Subcategory is there. Okay. Short description. So this description, you can take it from, okay, error dot description. Okay, error dot description. So this one is short description. Now, what is detailed description? Okay, detailed description, we'll see. In D, we can see description. Okay, in description, we are going to keep it as detailed one. Error dot detailed description. See, even error dot message also there. So if you want, you can keep that error dot. See, message is there. Error type is there. Okay. Okay, let me keep error message for the description and short description and description. Okay. As of now, I'm going to pass these values. Let's try to test this one. And this assignment group. Okay. For which group you are going to assign this? See this and all. Okay. This and all you have to add it over there. Suppose you want to add incident management, right? Okay. So what is the deal for this? Okay. So those and all you need to take and you need to add here. So let's try to take, simply I'll give my email ID, assign to, right? So approval assign to, okay. Assignment group. The group email ID you need to provide. If it is assigned to, so the person name it will come. Okay, the assignment group. The assignment group, I'm going to provide. So this is not correct one, but anyway, so simply I'm going to give this one. So the group name, the group email ID you have to provide our group name. Okay. Okay, let it be. Now just try to understand now. So what we are doing. So first let's try to test normal scenario. Let's run this project. So what will happen? So whenever the user is going to perform lock operation or unlock operation, Okay, whenever you are going to send, so it will go to database and it will verify whether if the account is available, then it is going to perform lock or unlock. If it is not available, then it will go to default condition and it is saying like, okay, account is not available in database or something. So that is happy path scenario. Now we need to test, error scenario. Okay, how to test that one? We'll see. I'll delete database. Okay, for testing purpose, I'll delete it and we'll test that one. Okay, after this one, okay, let me write into logger. So anyway, the incident automatically it will get generated, but for my testing purpose, I'm going to write it here. Okay, result of ServiceNow. Let's make it as payload. So that whatever the response that will come, it is going to display here. See, it's very simple. So what you need to do, just you can take any working project. Okay, you can take any working project and you need to identify in what are the scenarios you need to generate incident. Okay, so for those scenarios, you can create one flow and you can call that flow whenever you want. Or else what you can do, you can keep it in a error handling part. Okay, always if you want to generate, then keep it here and you can integrate the same. Okay, you can integrate the same. Okay, now it is deployed. So better I should run in a debug mode, right? Okay, anyway, let's try to run this. Okay, see now, account number is not exist. Please try with different account number. Because why we are getting this one is, okay, so I have created table, but there is no data. Okay, see whatever the account number, if you provide, you will get the same response as of now. Same response only. But we need to test this one in a debug mode. Just add the breakpoints. Just add the breakpoints. Just add the breakpoint here. Okay. Let's stop this one and try to run it in a debug mode. Debug mode. And meanwhile, what I will do, I'll delete. Okay, after running this one, okay, I'll delete. So once the project is running, let's delete the database. There are some scenarios, okay, the DB is not available. Okay, so in that case, what will happen? We'll see. First, we'll see whether the application is deployed or not. Okay, once the application is deployed successfully, then we will delete. Okay, here also again, if you want to test, okay, localhost 8081, okay, mine it is console. Okay, I'm using console to test my application. The application is running in a debug mode. Let's try to test in a happy path scenario. Okay, click on send button. Okay, so it came to, okay, the indicator. It is going to snowflake select here. Now click on F6 or else let me open this one. Okay, it will go to next process. So what it will do, It will verify from a database whether the record is available or not, and it will check and it will go to corresponding flow. Okay. This one is happy path scenario. This one is happy path scenario. Account number is not exist. Please try with different one. But there is a scenario we need to generate an incident, right? So for this, what I will do, let me delete the table. I mean, let's drop the table by using drop table name. So now the table is not available. Okay, there is a scenario you can assume the table is not available. So what you can do, let's try to test. Go to API get console or Thunder client. Okay, let's try to test again Thunder client. Okay, later. Now it came here. Just observe. It will try to identify whether the table is present or not, because in the select query we have written, right? So if you observe this one, select star from table name and where class. Okay, so this is what we are writing. Okay, now in this case we will get this error. Now let's see how the flow will go. Okay, it will go to an error propagate, and again it will go to flow level on error propagate. It will throw an error. So where is console? Let's try to see here in the console what is the error and those kind of things. Okay, first let's see the flow, how it is going to execute. Now it will go to transform message, and here the mapping is available. Next it will go to ServiceNow invoke. So here we are going to generate automatically. See, okay. So after generating this one, so now here you can see the body, the value. So what is the incident number? Let's try to copy this one. See, we didn't create anything. Okay, automatically. Let's paste it here. Okay, no title. Okay, let it be. Try to open now. See, the incident number is 10020. Database. Okay. State is on hold. Impact medium. Urgency medium. Priority medium. Okay. But here the short description, it is not coming. Okay. Let's see why it is not coming. Go to F6. Okay, fine. I'll try to test this time from Thunder client. The same thing. You need to provide your URL and you need to provide input. Okay. So whatever the API which we are using. Next go to okay. It will go here. Okay, transform message. It will go to on error propagate and error handling. So here we are mapping, right? So error dot message we have given. Let's evaluate. See, error dot message is null. So that is the reason we are getting empty values. Okay. This one is description. There is one detailed description also available, or else you can verify here. So here this one is description. Okay, and this one is detailed description. Okay, let's change it. Let me change. description error dot detailed description we have given. Okay. So here also, let me keep it as error dot description, error dot description. So this way it will work. This way is going to work. Now click on F6, F6, and it will fail. Okay. Now once again, I try to see now. So how the flow is going. First it will come to Snowflake connector because here the database is not available. It will come to error handling part. Okay, on error propagate. Now it will throw same error to flow level. So in the flow level, we are generating incident or we are getting the incident. So depends on use case, you can use the same. So wherever you want, you can keep that. Now, so we have modified. Let me save it. Let me do save and try to test one more scenario. Okay, or else what I will do, instead of running in a debug mode, normal mode I will run. Okay, or else let me do. Okay, it is successfully started. Let it be now this time. So I'm going to try to hack my account. So what will happen? So what is going to happen? Okay, it is trying to identify whether the account is available or not. See the table itself, it is not there due to some reason. Now it will go to on error propagate and here we are doing mapping, correct? So this is our mapping. So before this, just see what is the payload we are sending. So this one is the sample data. This one is the sample data which we are sending. Let me keep it somewhere. Let's keep it somewhere. See. So this is the data we are sending to ServiceNow API. Okay. Now click on F6. It will try to create incident automatically and it will come out. It will come out. Now let's try to see incident number. See anyway, automatically it is going to generate. So no need to worry about this one. Okay. So we go to incident. So now we can observe. See, so that the corresponding team is going to take care about this issue. So if you want, you can keep detailed description. Okay, that is up to you. Again, you can keep everything. So this is how we are going to do it in our real-time projects too. Okay, I hope this is really helpful for you. Thanks for watching this. Please do hit a like button, share it with your friends. Happy learning.